All right, the weekend is here. So is Keith with your full forecast, and it sounds like it's going to be a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, it's not bad. If you didn't mind today, I think the weekend overall looks pretty good because it's kind of a similar vibe. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Northern Lights, which people are excited about here in a second. Visible satellite showing you something that you're going to see tomorrow and Sunday too, which is we start with some sun. That sun destabilizes the atmosphere, and then we see more cumulus clouds later in the day. Still ended up being a pretty nice day. And we talked earlier this week about where was that storm system going to end up. That low, and it ended up well south of us, down across the mid-Atlantic. It's wet, but we stayed on the dry side of things with showers just about into New Hampshire, and they never got into Maine. But still, we'll be under the influence of this low over the next couple of days, giving us a chance at least for some pop-up showers on Saturday and Sunday. Again, there's not much on the radar right now. So we go partly cloudy tonight, and that's going to be important. We're going to talk more about the Northern Lights forecast here in a minute, but I do think the clouds we have right now will largely thin out throughout the evening because you're talking about 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. usually being the best viewing time for the aurora, and we'll have a lot of those clouds disintegrated at that point. We go back to a mixture of sun and clouds tomorrow with a pop-up shower in the afternoon. I think there's a better chance of a shower tomorrow than there was today. Mid-50s inland, low 50s probably along the coastline with onshore flow. And then we do it again for Mother's Day, kind of the same day again. Mixture of sun and clouds, more like sunny breaks, and then temperatures in the mid-50s with pop-up showers middle of the day into the afternoon. So if you've got outdoor plans for Mother's Day, I still think you want maybe a backup plan to that for the possibility of a shower. You don't have to cancel anything, but there could be a sprinkle around middle of the day into the afternoon. Okay, I recognize this graphic is insane. There's so much going on with it. This is, so they measure basically geomagnetic storms in space, and there's a rating system, okay? So what we have going on tonight is a G4, and it is really quite... G6. I'm trying to do science stuff here, Sammy, okay? Forget about the power grid issues. There could be some of those, but what I want you to know is that the aurora is visible sometimes all the way down to Alabama in this situation. So it really puts Maine in a good spot to see the aurora tonight, and I don't think it's usually this easy over southern Maine especially. So just get out there between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Try to get away from the light pollution. That's the hardest part, is you've got to get to a spot where you can look up, your eyes can adjust, and you can see all the stars. If you can't see them, then you're not going to have a chance at seeing the aurora. I just blew past a bunch of weather, but whatever. This is more interesting. Tonight, keep an eye on it. Maybe again tomorrow night, depending. And then we've got a couple quiet days, Sunday, Monday, first half of Tuesday, rainy on Wednesday. We try to warm up for late next week. Can you tell I'm excited? And this is why I normally think the chance to see the Northern Lights usually doesn't work out. You have to be across way northern Maine. But I think this is one of the opportunities. If you can get away from light pollution, we really could see that pretty squarely tonight.
Yeah, unique for our area.
Yeah.
Good news. Now just stay awake long enough.
Yeah, that's...
9 o'clock,
exactly.
Good time for me. All right, Keith, thanks so much.